I understand that some people won't like the changes that we've made. However, I say this with all candor. If you don't like the changes we've implemented, the door is open. You are free to leave. The real opposition to Labour these days is its own incompetence, which so far seems unlimited. Everything this administration has done is focused on attacking people. The recent budget was an attack on farmers, an attack on workers, an attack on pensioners, an attack on the youth, and an attack on thousands of charities and businesses across the country. The whole system is broken, Mr. Speaker, and he is making things worse. Keir Starmer is under mounting pressure as a petition calling for a new general election has gained explosive traction in just 24 hours, racking up over 2.7 million signatures, and that number is climbing fast. As frustration with Starmer's leadership continues to simmer, the petition has found an unlikely ally in veteran political commentator Andrew Neil. Known for his sharp analysis and no-holds-barred style, Neil has been relentless in his criticism of Starmer. He has openly questioned Starmer's ability to connect with the public and lead the party forward. The petition's rise, combined with Neil's vocal discontent, signals a growing sense of disillusionment that is hard to ignore, especially as the country grapples with crucial decisions ahead. Andrew Neil isn't holding back. He has remarked, Keir Starmer doesn't know anything about economics, which is why he's handed it over to Rachel Reeves. She's always telling us she was an economist even when she wasn't. This combination of Starmer and Reeves may result in many big mistakes. A pledge is not merely a word, Neil continued. A pledge is your word. It's a promise. Is it a pledge that these industries will be in your manifesto for nationalisation? Yes, it is. But the manifesto will have to offer much more than that. When questioned about university tuition fees, Starmer's commitment to scrapping them remains ambiguous. First-term pledges, according to Neil, should be straightforward. The answer to these questions should be yes or no. Instead, Starmer seems evasive. Neil accuses Starmer of lies, broken promises, and a calculated political game that has left the public feeling deceived. Neil's frustration runs deep. He doesn't just see Starmer as a leader who has failed to deliver. He believes Starmer has been deliberately misleading from the start. Imagine being promised sweeping change, only to find out it was all smoke and mirrors. Wouldn't you feel betrayed? That's the message Neil is sending loud and clear. Recently, Neil called out Starmer on Twitter. The way Mr. Starmer avoids answering questions is reminiscent of Kamala Harris. Indeed, she could learn a few things about dodging difficult points. Neil added, when you ask politicians a tough question and they begin with, "Let me tell you what I'm focusing on," you need to interrupt with, "No, I'd rather you answer my question." The pressure is mounting. Are you now feeling the heat? Neil challenged. There's a petition with 1.9 million signatures demanding a new election. People want change. Starmer's response? What I focus on are the decisions I have to make every day. If Starmer expects the public to trust him, to believe he is the man for the job, he has a long way to go. His approval rating is currently lower than Nigel Farage's. I have decided to take difficult steps first, Starmer explains. It's inevitable that people will feel the impact. As a seasoned journalist, Andrew Neil has built his career on holding politicians accountable. Now his focus is squarely on Starmer, and he's not letting up. Neil isn't just criticising Starmer for unfulfilled promises. He suggests those promises were never meant to be kept. For Neil, this isn't about political missteps. It's about a deliberate strategy to gain power at any cost. When leaders promise big changes but walk them back once in power, can the public ever trust them again? That's the real question Neil is asking. Our current system allows a government to serve as long as it commands the confidence of the House of Commons. That hasn't changed. There haven't been any mass defections to other parties. However, the growing dissatisfaction in the country is undeniable. The Labour Party's broken promises have left the public disillusioned and looking for real accountability. Thank you for watching. The truth is, we all deserve leaders who don't just make promises, they keep them. As we face uncertain times and crucial decisions, one thing is clear: trust is earned, not given. It's time to demand real accountability, real change, and real leadership. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going. Your voice matters, and together, we can make a difference. Stay informed, stay engaged, and until next time, take care and stay empowered.